Stop being mean. Okay. We haven't even had an obstacle yet. Yeah, that's what it's like.
We're here at Hennops again with our 4x4 testing. This week we have the Land Rover Defender Heritage Edition, the short wheelbase, the 90.
Yeah, so the prices for this guy are about 650,000 Rand, but there were 215
brought into the country
for South Africa between both the 90 and the 110. Power and Newton meters and so on, not that it matters too much for this car.
90 kilowatts, 360 newtons.
Yep.
It does 0 to 100 in 15.8 seconds, if that matters to anyone.
Which it shouldn't. I mean, who's doing a 0 to 100 test in this thing?
You don't want to be doing 100 k's an hour in one of these. So let's see how it does.
Let's see how it goes, yeah. Okay, so off on our adventure.
Well, it's just an off-road test.
It's just an off-road test. But we're in a Defender, therefore it's an adventure.
That's the only reason you've said it.
It is exactly that. Come on.
It's an adventure because we're not sure we're going to make it to the other side.
And
because
it's really loud.
Yeah. Did something just fall off?
It did sound a bit like... Okay, so we're at the first obstacle. And we now need to go into low range. So what do I do?
So up the right hand side of the gate is high range, neutral and low range.
Okay.
And then if you shift the lever to the left at any point, you go into diff lock.
I'm going to put the clutch in just in case, you never know. Okay, so that feels like it's now in neutral.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. So if I go... Okay, there we go, I got it. Right, so that must be low. And then you say if I just go across. Oh, okay, there we go. That's now engaged diff lock on the dashboard. There's a little there's a little symbol.
That's the one.
Right. Let's go. Okay, so now that I'm in low range with diff lock, we can attempt the first obstacle.
Whoa. There's nothing to hold on to.
Okay, that's definitely low range.
Yeah.
You do have something to hold on to. You've got the super useful, convenient
it's
bar
none
of holding.
Those things.
So I'm just doing this in first at the moment. I could probably do it in second because it's low range. These are huge. These are so huge.
The mighty Defender.
What happened?
It didn't work. I want to get out and see what's actually happening on the outside.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay, making progress very slowly, but we are making progress. I'm having to actually pick lines through this, which I haven't really had to do before.
Hold on.
Sorry?
Go. Keep right. Keep your wheel far right.
Okay.
Can I tell you what this is teaching us?
What?
This is teaching us if you have a car that is not actually that good off-road in terms of off-road systems, it's teaching you that line is very important.
It is teaching you line is very important.
Because in the Ranger you can just come here and drive. Doesn't matter what line you go in, it
goes immediately.
Shit, it just goes through.
Yeah.
Whereas this doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's the lack of rear diff that I think is causing a big issue.
I agree.
Rear diff lock, sorry.
Yeah, rear diff lock.
So now tell me, a Wrangler would eat this thing for breakfast. It's like not even a fair comparison.
It isn't actually a fair comparison.
These pedals. I always have to put my right foot outside of the car to hit the accelerator. Driving a bus. This is the biggest steering wheel I've ever in my life used. I'm not even joking. This is ginormous.
No, I'm not for
off-road ability. Is that in gear? No, it is. Wow.
Okay, I'm not for a minute saying this is comfortable. I was joking there, but I don't think it's any more uncomfortable off-road than the Wrangler. That Wrangler was not comfortable off-road, so obviously we're comparing Wrangler to Defender.
What is going on now?
Although you have very
I've got no control of where the car is going.
Yeah, but look at these people, these Ramblers, they love it. They love it.
Do they?
Yes, look, they've all got smiles on their faces. Hello. They didn't wave back.
No, I'm not kidding. I cannot believe the steering wheel is this big. It's like ridiculous.
It is fairly large, but it's always been this large. That's the point of the Heritage Edition. And every Defender. And you see what I mean by that? You're actually holding the steering wheel wrong. You got to hold it low, not high.
What are the turns lock to lock on this? Like 30. It's just...
also, it doesn't actually turn that much.
I can turn the wheel almost a full rotation, and I think it moves my wheels this much.
Yeah. That's part of the charm.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Come on, this is entertaining.
It's entertaining, but in a sort of purely comical, not actually nice way.
I disagree, to be honest. Because if this is fun, we're actually having fun.
Yeah, no, okay, I'll agree with that.
So from a fun perspective, this is off the flipping charts, in my opinion. You realise you're not wearing your seatbelt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a real off-roader.
Okay. You're not a real Defender driver though. You don't have your arm out the window.
These didn't come. Well, that's because if we roll over, which is actually a possibility,
that is part and parcel of being a Defender driver.
Did these come with seatbelts when they were first made?
The original Series 1?
Yeah. Probably
not.
Why does the Heritage have a seatbelt there?
Because they are required to have one. They might get away with no airbags, but they won't be able to get away with no seatbelt. I'm just worried. I'm worried for your safety, Miles.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm driving a Defender.
We're still in diff
That is the most unresponsive.
I know, it's crazy, eh?
It just...
It does nothing, and then it does everything. It's crazy. It's great. I love it.
I like how you have to headbutt yourself to actually put your handbrake down.
It's retro. Okay, this is going to be a fair amount of a challenge.
This is going to be an interesting one.
But it's not like the axle twisters where our wheels should be.
Yeah, no, our wheels should at least be mostly on the floor.
Yeah.
Which probably means it'll be alright.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's see what happens when you go around this corner. See if you can make this corner. You've got lots of turning. You can keep turning. There's a big rock there, but you're fine. Yeah, they're all good. Sure. This is getting...
It's sort of just monkeying up here.
Yeah, it is.
Not too many...
I'd stick left, like you are doing. There we go. Oh, there we go. Wow! That happened. Where are we now? Okay, yeah, go back slowly. And I'd go the other way. Oh, actually, no, keep going. There you go.
Am I going to brake the front?
No, I'd turn more. And now, yeah, there you go. Now you're fine. Oh, hang on, whoa. The back is now against the other.
Yeah, that was my concern.
Okay, now turn again. Okay, now whoa. Turn again. So the problem is you're then going to fall off that edge.
Yeah.
Now go forward. Forward, not backwards. You are about to fall off.
I'm trying to go forward.
You've literally got millimeters. There you go. You're free. Yeah, you're almost. There you go. Come on. There you go. Keep going. There you go. Keep going.
My issue is when I get up here, where am I going?
That way.
Now I'm not getting anything.
You see it bounces. It does bounce out of diff lock.
It bounced out.
Okay, so I fired miles from driving because that was a disaster.
That wasn't a disaster. That was learning about what happens when your car is not that good. What you have to do.
I dispute you. Yeah, I slightly dispute the not that good part.
No,
it's really it's slightly the fact that you don't have a rear locking diff.
Well, no, it is that. But why I say, I mean, it's taught us what happens when you don't have one, and how much more important line is.
Yeah, because as soon as we got the line right, you popped straight up.
Yeah, well, exactly that. So it is that the car is not as good as other cars. That is the truth. We can't dispute that.
I hate to say that you're right, but you're right.
But so what we have done is we've taught ourselves the lesson of good direction from the outside, left. Good direction from the outside, a bit of trial and error.
A lot of trial and error.
And eventual success.
It's making it an invention. What did I say at the start?
I was going to say that exact same thing. That it has become an adventure because the car is not as capable as some people might. Third gear is not broken.
Third gear's not broken. I just can't change gear.
Those seats rattling is driving me absolutely muggy.
It might be because it's not attached properly. Whoa! It's a big. Good. Did you just smack yourself against the car?
Yeah, that's because the window is not in the right place. Oh my word.
What?
There's quite a big hole.
This can't be what?
That was quite a big hole.
It was fine.
Yeah, no, it was fine.
We're in the Defender.
Yeah, that's not filling me with confidence at this stage.
Ow! Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. I tell you what, at the end of the day, you have earned your beer after driving a Defender. This is why real men drive Defenders. Because everything you get and everything you achieve, you've earned.
By the time you get to the place you're having your beer, the guy in his Wrangler's probably a six-pack down. I think I need a chiropractor. I know during the video I was quite sort of negative.
You were very negative
about the way it drives and its capabilities and whatnot. And I suppose to an extent that's actually quite unfair. I think what this really does well is it teaches you the importance of how to drive off-road and choosing lines and trying to keep all your wheels on the floor. You know, and actually at the end of the day, I think it is a very capable car.
It is very capable, but you do this. This is going to sound odd, but in this car, you need to know what you're doing.
Yes. Exactly.
Whereas in a lot of modern 4x4s,
you don't.
You actually don't need to know what you're doing. If the car can handle it, the car can handle it, and there's
exactly that.
Yeah, either the systems will handle it or they won't.
As you said at the beginning, you know, you go on an adventure in a discovery.
You really do, and you didn't believe me. And then we had an adventure. We've been around this course how many times?
Yeah, exactly. This is the most fun that we've had around this course.
Bar none. And you'll hear us talk. You've heard us talk about fun so often in this car, and it's about
it's a lot of fun. No, I agree. I fully agree. And as I said, it's amazing the similarities between a Land Rover and an Alfa. I'm a huge Alfa fan, despite all the problems that they might give. Because I think it's like a relationship.
And it's a cliche, but they have character.
Exactly.
Because there's almost nothing that is right about the way a Defender is ergonomically or wherever all the buttons and stuff are, but because of that, you can easily see why people like them.
Yeah, and as we've shown, they're very capable, provided they're in the right hands.
Yes.
And it's a great learning experience if you don't know what you're doing. And
no,
it's a great
100%.
challenge if you do. I fully understand the love people have for these things, and it is sad that this is the last Defender.
It is sad. I mean, they're getting rid of them because of new European safety regulations. I mean, it doesn't have airbags and things like that, so you can understand why they're canning them.
Yeah. So what's been really nice is bringing this Archer, you know, as a sort of tribute to the Defender. You know,
like a last hurrah.
Yeah,
almost.
exactly. Yeah.
And anyone who owns one, I don't think is ever going to get rid of one.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll just be passed down through generations.
Which of course begs the question: who is this car for? Who buys a Heritage Edition? I mean,
well, at 650,000,
it's a lot.
Probably someone who's got some screws loose.
But in the right way.
Yeah, in a sort of charming way. It's
I think personally,
probably a collector.
It's a collector,
as you say.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think you buy the Heritage Edition if you want a workhorse for your farm or something. I don't think that's who it's aimed at. It's somebody who loves the car, who wants to celebrate it and have the last ever version. If you watch some of our previous videos, we didn't like both the Evoque and not so much the Evoque, but more the Discovery Sport.
Yeah.
And that struggled over a lot of stuff. Admittedly, it didn't do everything like this did. But they both struggled in quite a lot of places that other 4x4s we've had haven't struggled at all. And in this car, we didn't have a problem with it. And in the Discovery Sport, we did.
Yeah,
why is that?
I think the whole reason for that is because in a Discovery Sport, for example, you're just not going to make it over the obstacle.
Yeah. And you're worried you're going to break the car. It's the braking of the car, in my opinion.
Damaging it. Whereas in this, you are likely to overcome it. I think that's the big difference. Is that this is still at least capable of overcoming most things, whereas the Discovery Sport's just not.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make it fun. That makes it.
Yeah, it makes it stressful.
Yeah, exactly.
I enjoyed this car from day one. You've been very lukewarm about it. I know it's because you tend to prefer a Wrangler over this, because this and the Wrangler are kind of in
some form of competition.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a Jeep fan, but this being the Heritage Edition, sort of harking back to how they made them back in the day.
Yeah.
I can fully appreciate it, and actually I quite enjoyed it at the end of the day out here.
It's been good fun.
It has been.
It's been really good fun.
Yeah, and I think that's what off-roading is about.
Exactly. It should be about fun, and this has it in spades.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for the Land Rover Defender Heritage Edition. We hope you enjoyed it and at least understood a little bit more about what a Defender is like to drive, to own, and kind of maybe some of the some of the passion that people have for it, and maybe why that is, why this car has such a big following. And as always, please like the video, share it, and subscribe. Thanks.